Aloha from Kapolei, Hawaii. Selamat pagi. Today it's 10 a.m. in Hawaii, so I said selamat pagi. In Indonesian, it means good morning. That's all it means. So I'm very happy today to share with you a traditional Indonesian dish called nasi kuning or nasi tumpeng. In Indonesia, we have three words for rice. The rice that's still on the plant is called padi, and the rice that you buy and you cook is beras, and the rice that you eat is nasi. That's why we have the name nasi kuning. Nasi means rice, kuning is yellow, so yellow rice. So this dish is usually served at special occasions, just like birthdays or weddings or job promotion or retirement or housewarming party, all those special occasions. Just like today, this is also our special occasion because we are celebrating the success of Tradition Kitchens. Kudos to Julia and Brianna. Can we all clap for her, for them? Yeah, so today I'm going to make this nasi kuning. And as I mentioned in the recipe, we have here, I'm going to the stove now. I have here the ingredients: garlic, which I already chopped, the garlic, 6 cloves of garlic. And we have the pandan leaves. This pandan is in the family of screw pine, if you have heard that name before. And this is how it looks like on the plant. This is the pandan leaf. And then we have also lemongrass. I'm sure many of you have seen lemongrass. We are going to use 2 sticks of lemongrass and then 2 pandan leaves, which are already cut, so they look like 4 pieces, but actually they're 2 leaves. And then this is the kaffir lime leaf, which you can buy at the Asian store or from Amazon. Then we need 6 of these pandan leaves, or kaffir lime leaves. And we have turmeric. We just need 2 tablespoons of turmeric, the powder form, and then salt, of course. And this is the turmeric still in the root form. If you want to use, if you have this, if not, you can just use the powder turmeric. This is the root, and you only need 1 tablespoon of the juice if you use this root. But for the powder, you just need 1 teaspoon. And then we also have coconut milk. I'm going to use today the frozen coconut milk. If you can see it there, we are going to use just 1 package of this coconut milk because it's so thick. The recipe calls for 4 1/4 cup coconut milk because we are using 4 cups of rice. This is the frozen one that I usually buy. It looks like this, frozen coconut milk. But you can also use the canned one, which looks like this, if you can see. Okay, this is the canned coconut milk. You can use that too. So because this coconut milk is very thick, I'm going to add water to make 4 1/4 cup.
Shri, is the water room temperature, cold?
Yes, yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, it should be room temperature. Thank you. Okay, that's 4 1/4 cup of water. So what I'll do first is I'm going to saute the garlic, the chopped garlic, the 6 cloves of chopped garlic. Just 1 tablespoon of oil.
I love this little pan view that we have going on.
Yes, was just going to compliment Ari, our sous chef to Shri. Her son has helped with this, so thank you, Ari.
While waiting for the oil to warm up a bit, I'm going to show you this lemongrass. This is how the leaves look like if you haven't seen it before. And this is the lemongrass that I use. I just use the bottom part of the stalk of the stem. So this part I use too.
Oh, wow. How do you even pick lemongrass from a grocery store or out in the wild?
The Asian market sells the lemongrass. They even sell them in the chopped up form. If you can buy that too, you can use that.
Oh, it looks like Mary just showed us her lemongrass. Should we show everyone? Nice. Looks good. How does it smell? I mean, it must smell amazing.
It smells very good. So now I'm going to saute the garlic.
If you don't use all the lemongrass, do you store it at all? I think Lenny is asking in water. Do you recommend that?
Yes.
About storing the lemongrass.
Oh yes, the lemongrass you can store even in the freezer. It will last for months.
They're asking if you have to put it in water.
No, you don't put it in water. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. No, you don't need to put it in water. Just put it in the freezer as is, and you can cut up the stalk maybe in 2 or 3 pieces, so easier to store. They last very long in the freezer. The same with the kaffir lime leaf. You can also store them in the freezer.
They're asking if there's a substitute for lemongrass.
Well, I don't know about the substitute, but if you use other leaves, the flavor will be different. You can try, use bay leaf or anything you have, but the flavor will be different from this one. So make sure we don't burn the garlic, of course. After the garlic is translucent, we can now slowly, gradually adding the coconut milk. The 4 1/4 cups coconut milk for 4 cups of rice.
I see we have some questions in the chat.
Yes.
Yes, you can get all these ingredients at an Asian grocery store. I know Shri also sent links to get them on Amazon, which you should have gotten in an email yesterday or 2 days ago, which I can link also in the follow-up email that we send tomorrow. And then we have a question, are fresh or dried kaffir and pandan leaves preferred? And is there any change in the amount if you're using the dried leaves?
Maybe you can add some more if it's in the dried form. Yes, that's a good question.
Do you
Okay,
prefer the fresh leaves?
The fresh leaves, I use 2, and yeah, I'm adding the coconut milk gradually, slowly. And it's on a medium-low fire. See, even by adding water earlier, it's still thick. So if you use that frozen one, 1 bag is enough. Otherwise, it's too thick. We can turn up the fire a bit and then keep on gently stirring it, because we don't want the coconut milk to separate. It should be like this. It shouldn't be separated. So we just gently until it comes to a boil. In Indonesia, we use a lot of coconut milk, especially in the region where I came from, in Sumatra, because as you know, in Southeast Asia, there are many coconut trees growing. Indonesia is one of the Southeast Asian countries. Right now, there are, I think, 11 Southeast Asian countries, including Indonesia, of course, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and all the rest. There are 11. So in Southeast Asia, we use coconuts a lot, not even only in Southeast Asia. They also use coconut in East Africa and also in other places in South Asia as well. Where you see a lot of coconut trees, you see people cooking with coconut milk or coconut meat, or they use even the trunk of the coconut tree to build homes. They use the fronds, the coconut fronds, to make the thatched roof for the huts in some countries. So there are many uses of the coconut tree. That's why we call it the tree of life.
If someone doesn't like the taste of coconut, is there a substitute for the coconut milk?
Maybe they can try use milk, but I don't know if it comes out the same.
Mhm.
I never tried, but it's worth the try if they don't. Or maybe they can substitute it with almond milk. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was thinking that might work.
Yeah, almond milk. It looks like coconut milk.
That's so cool about the coconut being, you said tree of life? Is that?
Yes, yes.
That's beautiful. Where did you learn to cook, Shri? How did you learn?
My late mother taught me how to cook many dishes when I was growing up because I'm the first child in the family of 8 children. I'm the oldest. So I used to help her a lot in the kitchen. So after it almost comes to a boil, we can add the pandan, all the leaves, the pandan, the lemongrass, and the kaffir lime leaves. I'm adding them all now. And then you can also add the 2 tablespoons of the turmeric powder. Make sure you turn down the heat before you add this, otherwise the lemongrass will separate.
The colors are so pretty. It's like a work of art in your pan.
Yes. It has to be yellow, otherwise it doesn't make nasi kuning. It'll be just white rice. So we keep on stirring gently, and then if you want it even yellower than this, you can add more. But 2 tablespoons should be enough, even less if you don't want it too yellow. And just 1 teaspoon of salt.
Shri, just to confirm, is it tablespoons, 2 tablespoons?
The salt is just 1 teaspoon.
And the turmeric?
Turmeric is 2 tablespoons. I'm sorry. Turmeric is 2 tablespoons and salt 1 teaspoon.
Excuse me, what was the last thing? 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon?
1 teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of
Oh, salt,
turmeric.
sorry. Yes, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So after it comes to a boil, we can add the rice. By the way, I already washed the rice and drained the rice. So the rice should be ready. It's dried up. So
Uncooked rice.
uncooked rice, of course. Okay.
Shri, what will happen to the lemongrass if the heat is too high?
It doesn't do anything. It just becomes soft. Don't worry about it. It becomes soft, yeah. And it gives a rich flavor to the dish.
And you said there's not really a substitute for pandan leaves. It would just change the flavor.
Yes, that's correct. You can use any herbs you want, but it won't be the same as this one. But the
And
color will be.
what type of rice are you using?
Oh yes, thank you for asking. I use this rice. This is the bag that we can buy at our grocery store here, at our supermarket. Can you see it?
Yes, so just regular white rice.
Yeah, but if you don't want to use this, you can also use basmati or jasmine rice.
So it really depends on what type of rice you
Yes,
prefer to
but
use.
I don't recommend using brown rice because it won't be the same color. Just use either basmati, jasmine, or that Calrose rice, Hinode rice, whatever rice you can get, as long as it's white, not the brown rice or red rice. They also have red rice nowadays.
I don't
or
think I've
black
ever
rice.
seen that.
I have even seen black rice. Yes. Okay, now we can put all the rice in. It's coming to a boil. Okay. Not quite, a little bit more. Okay. So while I'm doing this, maybe I should tell you a bit about the country Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the largest countries in the world, the fourth most populated in the world. It has 17,000 islands, but I was born and raised in one of the 5 largest islands in the Indonesian archipelago on the northern part. It's called Medan. That's the city I was born and raised in. So it is a very diverse country. So because of the many islands, sometimes, not sometimes, oftentimes, when we go to other places, we can't even speak in their language, but we have to speak in the national language, which is called the Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language that we use in schools. Now I'm putting in the rice. The 4 cups of rice, and keep on stirring on low heat until all the liquid is absorbed.
Looks like some people let us know in the chat if you've ever been to Indonesia. It looks like Irina has been there, which is so cool.
Oh, okay, good. Where were you in Indonesia? I can't see you because I'm not looking at the screen. Where were you in Indonesia?
Hi everyone, this is Irina. I went to Bali, you know, the popular tourist destination.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was just wonderful. I now started adding fried egg to pretty much any dish,
Yes.
and cold egg to soups. This was my sort of takeaway, eggs on everything, and it's delicious.
Yeah, because later after this is cooked, actually I cooked another batch earlier. So in case we can't wait for this one, I cook a batch earlier so we can look at the finished product. I'm going to arrange this yellow rice in the middle of a woven bamboo platter. So I'll show it to you later. And then around the yellow the yellow rice, I'm sorry. I'm going to arrange all the side dishes for the big feast. Yeah. So this will be molded in a cone, which looks like this. This is the cone that I'll use to mold the yellow rice. So I'm sure you will ask me, where can you get the cone, the mold? So I bought this, of course, in Indonesia, but if you can't find it here, you can make your own from maybe from stock paper like this. I tried to make it from stock paper and I put a wax paper inside and it works actually. You can try it. Just make sure you oil the inside so it won't stick. So you can try using stock paper or thin cardboard and put wax paper inside and oil it. Yeah, you can try that. But the best is, of course, to use this mold. But this is not the biggest mold I bought. I bought this one and a small one. Here, this is a smaller one. But of course, there are larger ones like as high as this or even double that some. And you also need a steamer later to steam the rice, because this rice, when all the liquid is absorbed, it's not going to be fully cooked yet. We have to steam it after this. So you need to have your steamer ready while you're doing this. I'll show you this tray. Can you see it from there?
Yes.
This tray is decorated with this banana leaf. So can you see it from there? Okay.
We can.
Yeah, this is the banana leaf I used to decorate the bamboo platter. I'm going to use a bigger one for the display, but this is just a small one for my leaves earlier. I put all the leaves here.
Are banana leaves just for show, or can you eat them?
No, you don't eat the banana leaves. It's just for the wrapping or for the decoration, the garnish. You don't eat banana leaves.
We
And
have
there's
a question about, oh, sorry, Julia.
Nope, you go ahead for it.
So do you share the same cuisine among all the Indonesian islands, or are there different regional?
Yes, very good question. Every island has its own typical dish and also its own dancers and songs. But this nasi kuning, this yellow rice, has become the national dish. It was announced in, I think, 2014 by the Minister of Culture that it became the national dish of Indonesia. It started in the island of Java during the Hindu time. That's why the cone represents the mountainous and volcanic regions throughout Indonesia. That's why you have this cone shape to represent the mountains or the volcanoes in Indonesia. And the grain of rice in the cone itself represents, the grains represent all the people living there in harmony together, living in harmony and peace. It's a symbol of gratitude and life journey. It's getting drier now. So after this is in this stage, we need to put the lid on, let it dried up a bit, and then we will have the steamer ready. I'm going to use the same pot for the steamer later on, but I'm using this steamer if you have seen it before, or you can use any steamer that you have, even a bamboo steamer or steamer like this. It doesn't matter what steamer you have.
Are the small cones for individual use?
No, this is quite big actually.
Asking
This, the small one, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it depends on how much you eat. If you eat a little bit, maybe this can be for two people. But if you eat a lot, maybe this is not enough. But it depends how much you eat, because this is not the only thing you eat on the bamboo platter, because there are so many side dishes that you can become full easily just by eating just the side dishes. I'll show you later how many dishes I prepared. For this program, I prepared the dishes about 2 days ago so that I don't have to rush, but I can put them in the freezer if I don't use it all. So yeah.
Can't wait to learn about those side dishes later on.
Yes, but today I don't think we have time.
You're gonna
You can just show it to us.
We can show them all, yeah. Are there any questions about a dish or about me or about the country while waiting for this?
Julia, has anything come your way?
No, but I have so many questions. Shri, how did you make your way to Hawaii from Indonesia?
Oh, yes. Okay, 1 second, please. I'll wash my hands. I came here on a scholarship to study for my graduate degree at the University of Hawaii at Manoa in Honolulu. So that's how I came here many years ago. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, and from your bio, you studied library science and
Yes, when I first came, I was not a librarian yet. I was a teacher of the English language. I taught English in Indonesia to students there. So that's how I came to Hawaii to further my studies in teaching English as a foreign language. Then before I finished with my degree, I met my husband there, and he came to my hometown after I returned to Indonesia. He came and we got married there. So that's how I came here later on, to follow him, to join him. And then maybe Brianna mentioned my bio that I sent to her. After that, we moved to the island of Molokai because my husband started a plant nursery business there. So there, I started working again in a Molokai High School library. After a year there, I decided to return to the University of Hawaii to earn another graduate degree in library science. So after I graduated from library science school, I came back to Molokai and I got the job as the librarian at Molokai Library, and I worked there. We lived on Molokai until my retirement. So after I retired, we moved to Oahu. So now we live in West Oahu. This is our current residence here.
Everything sounds like beautiful places. If you haven't been to Hawaii, we all want to come visit and eat food with Shri. Let us know in the chat if you have been to Hawaii. And Brianna, I think there's a couple questions that have come in while we've been learning about Shri.
So now it's kind of drying out here like this. This is good now because you don't see the liquid anymore. So at this point, we want to remove the leaves. We remove the leaves first before we put it in the steamer. I think I took out all the leaves by now. Okay, so now I can turn this off, turn the fire off and put back the lid. Put the lid back on. And then we'll wait about maybe 5 minutes and then we can steam this rice.
So is the heat on now that you covered the pan?
Yeah, it's on very low heat.
Okay, very low heat.
Yes.
And how long would you say the rice was cooking for? About 20 minutes?
Maybe not, maybe 15 minutes the most.
15 minutes.
Yeah, maybe because we need another at least 30 minutes to cook it in the steamer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So after that, it's a little bit cooler. I'm going to move it to another bowl and then use the same pot to steam it.
And that turmeric, it just makes it so vibrant. The color is beautiful. Thank you,
Okay.
Ari, for sending
You know,
that.
actually, what I forgot to add earlier was the half of the lemon. I can put it there now. It's okay. I should have put it together with the coconut milk, but that's fine because we can still mix it here. The lemon juice. I'm sorry. It's in the recipe. Okay, we can mix it again. It should be okay. Oh, that's another leaf. I found another leaf. Okay. Okay. You cover it a little bit more, about 3 minutes or so, and then we put it in the steamer.
Can you use arborio rice, which is the rice that people use for risotto? Can you use that for this dish?
Maybe you can. Maybe you can. I haven't tried it though. While waiting for the rice, I'll show you how to make the border for my bamboo platter. It's just banana leaves. So banana leaves are kind of brittle, yeah. If you just fold it or you want to make decorations, it's very brittle. So what you do, just turn on the fire, low fire, low, medium, or low fire, and then it become pliable, easy to fold. So what I did, I just did it this way, and then can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, and then it becomes like a triangle, like so. And then you just cut it, this part here. In the old days, back then, we use either toothpick or anything to put it together, but nowadays I just use this stapler like this, so they won't come off. There. So like this. That's what you see here for the border. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move this rice to the other bowl. The fire is off by now, okay, but I will put it on low because we are going to steam it. So it's nice yellow. The rice is really yellow. So for 4 cups of rice, 2 tablespoons of the powdered turmeric is good. Another leaf. Oops.
Can you use saffron to get the color?
Yes, you can, but I think saffron is more expensive than turmeric. Very
Yeah,
expensive.
it really is.
Yeah, I use it for cooking Persian dishes. Saffron, yeah, I like saffron. Expensive though. I'm not sure if the color is the same as this turmeric. I know it's also yellow, reddish, yellowish reddish. Okay, so now I can put the steamer here. I have this steamer, but I need water, so I put some water in the pot. Okay. So it's ready to steam. You can steam it on medium high heat. And you put the leaves first inside the steamer before you put back the rice.
See the same leaves as before. Same leaves. They're asking what same leaves.
Yes, those are the same leaves that I took out from the pot earlier. And after you put back the leaves, we can add the rice to steam. It will take about 25 minutes to 30 minutes to cook, completely cooked. So these 4 cups of rice will be good for 5 people, depending on, again, how much you eat. Maybe for 6 people or 7, that depends. But if the group or the people in the group are big eaters, it's only for 5 people.
If someone is cutting the recipe in half,
Yes.
do you add the same amount of leaves, or do you?
No, just
amount
cut everything in half. Yes, very good question.
Okay.
Everything,
you-
half it, yeah,
You have
Yes.
everything.
half everything. Yes, correct. I tried that and it works well.
And how long are you steaming it for? About 30 minutes?
Maybe 25 to 30 minutes. Also, again, I think depending on the rice you use. This one is this rice that I showed you earlier. So, okay, so this can stay here. And we put the lid on medium heat, medium fire, not too high. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm going to come back here. So the platter. Can you see the platter from there?
Yes, looks great. And we're wondering why you steam the rice. Is it because there's less liquid added to the rice than usual?
Yeah, because if you don't steam it, sometimes before it's fully cooked, it becomes burned on the bottom, it becomes brown.
Mhm.
So you don't want that to happen. That's why you need to steam it so it's fluffy and not burn and moist.
And is there any water in the pan underneath the steamer, or it's
Yes,
just?
yes, of course, you need to add water in the pot before you put the steamer on. Yes.
And how much is in there?
As long as it doesn't touch the steamer with the holes, you know, as
Mhm.
long as it doesn't touch that. Okay. have to put this here so that's easier for you to see when I put the platter together. So as I said earlier, I cooked the rice a small batch earlier. So now you see the platter here. You saw it, okay. So I put some of the rice in the middle. This is to put the cold rice earlier. Where's the cone? Okay, here.
So you put a base down and then you put the rice in the cone.
Yes. To make it easier to take out the cone, we need to oil it a bit, just a bit inside. You can use melted margarine or oil, it doesn't matter. Just oil the inside of the cone.
Does the rice have to be hot when you put the rice in the mold?
Yeah, well, if it's cold, it's hard for you to mold it. It's no longer soft, but the trick is to put something here like so it will stand steady like this. Otherwise, you have to hold it while it's hot. I don't think it will take 30 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes should be fine because it's almost done there. But I'm going to use the ones that I prepared earlier. So we'll see how it comes out.
So Sri,
Can you see?
Yes, very well. Sri, excuse me. So
Yeah.
if before you put the mountain on, you already made a little platform, I see.
Yeah,
Did
because
you? Yeah.
just to save time, you can do the same. So
Yeah.
first put it
As a
here
base,
and
sort
then-
of. Yeah. Okay. Looks nice. Looks very nice indeed.
So you have to pack it really tight. Otherwise it will break when you turn it upside down. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Really pack it tight. I made it earlier because I made a batch earlier so that we have enough time to show this to you in case that doesn't cook yet. But I think it's almost cooked.
Is this my big brother filming or my
My son.
small? Is this your
My
son?
son
It's your son. Okay. I didn't recognize the voice.
Yeah, my son is helping me with the
Okay.
with the technology. I'm just cooking. So I'm just packing this rice in the mold. That's all I'm doing. So if the mold is longer or higher, mine is just short, but it's okay. You get the idea. If you don't have a mold like this, don't worry. As long as you make the yellow rice, the side dishes, you're fine. You can have a feast. You don't have to have the cold. Really, don't make it a big deal. The main thing is the rice and your side dishes.
Actually, someone asked if the rice is going to be eaten hot or cold. And this, of
Oh.
course, this whole process makes it cold, isn't it?
Well, yeah, well,
I would say.
room temperature, yes. Okay, so I think it's really packed now. Okay, so wish me luck. It will come out.
You got this. You
Just
can do
like
it. I believe in
when you
you.
bake something, right? When you bake something, you also nervous sometimes whether it comes up nice or not. Okay, let's see. We'll see it now. Okay, we'll try it. There we go.
Perfect.
Wow, that looks
Fantastic.
great. Wow.
Very nice.
Good job.
Yeah, okay, so it's there. So something like this. So if it's a bigger cone, it's higher, of course. So the yellow color symbolizes wealth, abundance, prosperity, you know, all those good values. And the yellow, and then the greens represent the people that live there. Now I'm going to start decorating. I think I'll turn off the fire because I think it's cooked. Okay. So I prepared many side dishes earlier.
So I know you said to me that you prepare 7. So why is it 7?
I'm sorry?
You told me over the phone that you have 7 side dishes. Why
Yes.
is it 7?
7, it comes from the Javanese language, which means asking God's help. 7, according to the Javanese regional language. So that's why we have 7 or more than 7.
Mhm.
So we also have some vegetables besides the protein like chicken or beef or fish, whatever you have. Okay, so I'm going to decorate this or arrange them around this bamboo platter. If you don't have this kind of platter, you can use any rectangular or square or circular platter, anything. And you don't even have to decorate it with banana leaves. You can use, you know, to substitute, you can use also lettuce leaves around your platter. Just use lettuce leaves.
Sure, I think Christine has a question.
Yes.
Christine, you can unmute yourself and ask.
I didn't hear Christine. Is she there?
Yeah, she's trying to find the unmute button. There we
Okay.
go.
Yes, how long do you steam the rice for now that it's steaming? Is it a gentle boil, a gentle steam, or?
Yeah, it's on low fire. Altogether, I think it's about 45 minutes altogether.
Okay,
From the start until it's cooked, about 45 minutes. Again, as I said, it depends on the type of rice you use. So you can look at it while it's cooking and test it whether it's cooked or not.
thank
So that's
you.
what the first dish that I put here is like potato fritters. And this one is curry beef. You can put any side dishes you want, doesn't matter. If you're a vegetarian, you don't have to use meat or anything like that. Just anything that you eat. This one I made rice noodle, fried rice noodles.
How long does it take you to prepare all this stuff? Do you do it all at once or you space it out?
No, I cook it in a span of 2 days. But as I said, if I have a lot of leftover, I can easily put them in the freezer for next time. No, I don't cook this in 1 day. It's a lot to cook in 1 day.
Yeah. So what are you adding now?
I'm adding, this is chicken curry. And then this is some kind of fried chicken, but not really fried chicken. This is chicken with some herbs and grated coconut, again coconut. I grated the coconut and dried them, it becomes brown with the chicken. Okay.
Will you share these recipes with us?
I can. I will send you the recipes if you want them. Could you please email me, Brianna? If you
What?
need, you can email me if you need the recipes for the.
Or just send it to them.
Okay, I'll definitely be
Which one?
asking for
Which
those.
one do you want? All of them?
Yeah, if you have all of them, and
Oh,
if
this
you're
is a
willing to
lot.
share.
A lot to share.
Or maybe pick like 3 or 4 of your favorites.
Okay. This is like crispy peanut and remember in the description of my dish I put down anchovies. These are the little pieces of fish here. Anchovies mixed with peanuts here. It's crispy. And then this one is called, we can call it shrimp crackers or shrimp chips, also from Indonesia. I think I got them all. I can add some here so to fill up this space here. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the vegetables. Very important. Yes. I forgot the veggies. So many things that that's easy to forget which I didn't put yet. Okay. So these are the veggies. This is yat long beans. And this is water chestnut, I think is the name. I'm not sure the name in English. And this is called wing beans, if you know what it is. Wing beans. Can you all see? Oh.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit cabbage. Or you can also use bean sprout instead of cabbage. And this is the topping for the, you cannot call it a dressing. This is the topping for the veggies. Also grated coconut with some herbs. So I'm about done. Now I'm going to decorate this with some of these eggs, boiled eggs.
Wow. Looks fantastic.
And I also have this banana leaf for the top of the cone. And part of the garnish, I have this tomato that I carved. Put it there. Another one here.
Those are the most beautiful tomatoes I've ever seen.
Thank you. I wish you were here.
I wish I was there too. I bet it smells amazing.
And then this cucumber also cut. Cucumber, you can eat all. You can eat everything on the platter. And these also some other garnishes that I made from the bottom part of the pak choy. If you know what that is, that's the Japanese vegetable. Just to decorate for garnish. And this is from the green onion that I garnish also. When you do this, you just take the bottom part of the green onion and you slice with a small knife and then soak it in ice water. And so it opens up like this.
How do you carve the tomatoes? You just sort of,
If we have time, I can show you. Let me know if we have time.
yeah.
I know it's almost 10. I can show you. And then these are chili pepper. Also in the description, I mentioned about chili pepper to represent the warmth of the sun, the friendliness of Indonesian people, the warmth. So yeah, so I can put this also on the side, just for decoration. Okay. We eat a lot of chili pepper, by the way. I can't eat without chili pepper. Okay. So that's that. Then, oh yeah, this one. This is also yat long beans that I put here for the veggie, but I braided it. After I steam it, I braided it just for decoration around this here.
Wow. Who knew vegetables could be so pretty?
Yeah, you can eat all this. Everything can be eaten. Okay, so one more here and we are done. Something like that. Okay. All right. So there you have it. Enjoy.
Wow, that is gorgeous. Can you move the camera so we could see it a little closer?
Let me move this on here.
And Ari, would you be able to take a photo of that and email it to me?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Or even, yeah, put it in the Zoom chat like you did
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
will do.
That's so beautiful. How can you eat that? I just would look at it all day.
1 second. I will get back there. Okay. I'll remove all this around here so you have a good picture. Okay, now take another picture.
Hold it up.
I will ask my son to take another picture for you.
Did anyone else cook along and are ready for their presentation? I know that we didn't give you quite as much time as Sri had to prepare, but
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm getting the tomato to show you. I'm getting one tomato to show you how to carve that.
okay.
So, okay, this is what I do.
Explain.
Are we okay with the time, Brianna?
Explain what you're doing.
Yeah, we're good on time.
Okay, I'm just cutting the top all the way down, both sides. You can make 4 or 8 cuttings. Start from the top to the bottom, both ways, right? Yeah, and then after you're done with that, you just use the tip of your knife to open up these sides. It becomes like a flower petal. It takes patience a bit, but if you're in a hurry, it won't work. Okay, just like that.
Wow, I see the picture that Ari just sent, and that is gorgeous.
I'm not done yet. 1 second. Don't go away. Don't go away yet. I have something else after
We're
this.
not leaving, don't worry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me finish the tomato first and then
Okay.
we're done almost. Okay, so there you have it, the carved tomato. Yeah. That's the carved tomato. I don't think I have space here anymore. So that's it. You can see, okay.
Yeah, it looks great.
All right. So now the next one. Because today is a special occasion for Tradition Kitchens, I'm going to put this on our yellow rice. Tradition Kitchen, yay!
Oh, that is so
Oh,
Take another
this is
picture.
so amazing.
Yeah, this one is the flag of Indonesia, red and white.
We got to get a picture of that too.
Ari is taking a picture of the tradition.
Okay, great.
Congratulations, Julia and Brianna.
Wow.
Thank you.
Everyone, we have to tell you the way this class happened is that Shri was attending as a student and we noticed her smile in several classes and really participating. And we just said, wow, we want to meet you, Shri, and know your story. And it's so amazing. So thank you for, sharing and
Oh, you're welcome. I'm very happy to share this dish with you. If you need me next time, let me know way ahead of time.
You did great. I remember how nervous you were, but you did great.
Yeah. No, I think it started when you were there. There was a presenter that time about, I don't know, it was a breakfast dish, a pancake or something. And we asked her how or what we eat it with. And they said, oh, you can use jam and whatever else, and honey and brown sugar. So I said, oh, usually I use coconut jam. And then Julia said, what, coconut jam? Oh yeah, that's how it started. So she said, do you want to share your recipe? I said, sure.
it's amazing. And I think this is really what we are all about, learning from each other and our stories and the foods that matter. So this is just beautiful. Shri, thank you to you and your family. Ari, great.
I believe in the saying that this food brings us together.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you. Lots of applause.
Before
And
we all log off, first of all, thank you, Shri.
I hope
Applause
you
for Shri.
try. You try
Amazing.
make the yellow rice.
I want to share one of our upcoming classes. We have tofu, butter masala, and vegetable fried rice next Saturday, I think at 1:30. Right, Julia?
I'm double checking the time. I forget the time, but it's, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, and we have that, and
Never mind.
oh, look at that top
It's at
view.
1.
And yes, as always, we will be sending a link for today's event in a follow-up email. We'll have the full recipe, ingredients, and a link to our cooking library where you could also find the entire video from today's event. And also, I'll also include a link to the Amazon links where you could find the pandan and the kaffir lime leaves if you can't find them in an Asian market near you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brianna, for hosting us. And if anyone wants to show off what you've made, we are happy to do the kitchen cam. We're kind of scanning to see what's been happening, or if you have any questions. I'm going to see, I think Elsa, maybe did you cook? How did it go? Or you're just saying hi?
She's cooking
Oh,
along.
okay.
Nope, just saying hi. Okay.
She's cooking along. I can. How do I?
All right. Well, I think unless anyone has any questions, I see lots of
I made the
applause.
rice, but no decorations.
What was that?
I made the rice. I've cooked the same
Oh,
time.
let's see.
May I
Monique,
see it? May I see your rice?
look.
Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah. Oh,
Looks
fantastic.
nice and yellow.
Yeah, good. Now all you have to do is have the side dishes.
Exactly. Not to be hard to match your dish, but
Oh
I
no,
will
you
try
can
my
use
best.
anything that you have at home.
That is beautiful. Great job. Anyone else want to show us their rice? Anybody else make? Are these kids clapping? Well, you have a fan club over here. I have to show off.
Oh yeah, who is
What's
that?
happening in this kitchen? Who are all of you? Are those friends of yours, Shri? Or
I don't think so.
okay,
No, no, who are they?
I don't know. Is
I
there
don't know who they
a
are.
parent around?
No, I don't know. I don't know who they are.
They're your little cheerleaders.
Oh, hi. We just wanted to see how it was going in your kitchen, and these kids look like they're having fun. I don't know. If you
They said they was like it looks so beautiful, and I have high expectations for mom to do the same. As I get my
Oh, yeah.
great.
Well,
Well,
you can
we'll
do
leave
it.
Mom.
As long as you have the recipe, anybody can do it.
yeah, well, I don't know. I'll try.
What are they snacking on? It looks really good. Maybe we'll recruit you for that.
Totally made up potato noodles with oyster and oyster omelet. So yeah, totally made up. All my favorite things I just
Amazing. Looks delicious. Thank you for sharing and saying hello, and nice to meet all of you cute kids.
you. Take care. Bye.
Bye. All right, this is what makes it fun at the end. It's sort of like our outtakes, getting to see everybody in their kitchen and at home. Anyone else want to share or say hello or have a question for Shri or her family? All right, well, we hope to see you next week. And then we're working on our classes for May. They're all volunteer led. And so we've been inspired by many of you. If you all want to teach something special, please let us know. And Brianna will send out the recording and the recipe links. So thank you again. And Shri, thank you. We really appreciate you and Ari and the family. It's been so wonderful to get to know you.
Thank you, Julia and Brianna.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming today.
Yes.
Thank you, Shri. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Shri.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, and thank you to Ari for filming.
Yes.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Bye, Ari. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.